Hi children, welcome back to social science class. Last class we studied how to compare different countries. Then we studied for comparing different countries mainly using total income. So total income used for comparing two countries. Sometimes it won't tell if the country's population may vary. Some countries will have more population, means the population of the country may vary. So it won't tell what an average person is earned, that it or what is an average income or average person is earned, that won't get if the total income is used for comparing the countries. Hence we are using average income. Then we studied what is average income. Average income, how average income is calculated. Average income means the total income of the country divided by population. We will get average income. Average income is also known as per capita income. So average income is used for comparing two countries. Then we discussed two example countries A and country B. In your textbook one table is there, and country A, that ma'am told all the persons in the country A, the income is equitable distribution of income. We can see income is distributed equally. But in the second country, country B, we can see four members income is equal and one person is very rich. So from this we can conclude that both A and B, two countries, first country income distribution is equitable distribution of income, and country B we can see that one person is very rich and all other persons are poor. Okay, so in the first country all are equally rich and poor. Second country, all the person, one person only rich, all others are poor. So in both country, everybody, if we will prefer to live in country A, because in that country income distribution is equal and equally all are either they are poor, equally poor and rich. Understood? So here we can conclude that if you are using average income for comparing two countries, it won't tell how income is distributed among the people. Okay, so what is average income? That you know, total income divided by population, that is average income. So if we are looking that table, we can conclude that if we are using average income for calculating or comparing the country, it won't tell how income is distributed among the people. Okay, total income divided by population, that we will get. But how this income is distributed in each person, that we won't get. Okay, so that is the problem for using average income for comparing two countries. Now we are going to discuss about income and other criteria. Besides income, some other criteria is used for measuring economic development. So you know children, already we learned individual have different developmental goal. Income is the common, we studied many examples, from that we concluded that income, a higher income, that is the common goal of every individual. Besides this income, people have some other developmental goal such as security, respect for others, equal treatment, freedom, etc. In the same way, we are thinking about the nation, not only income, not only the income, that is the criteria for classifying the country. Some other factors also used as criteria for classifying the country. Now we are going to discuss one table in your textbook. Page number 10, you can see one table. It is the table showing the per capita income of some selected state. Okay, here the per capita income given the state of Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Just look that textbook, you can understand that what about the data. From that per capita income comparing three states, you can conclude that which state have more per capita income. Haryana have more per capita income, and then Kerala and then Bihar. That is the per capita income of three states. Now we are going to look another table in your textbook, table number 14. In that some comparative data on Haryana, Kerala and Bihar is given. It is other criteria, okay, that other criteria used for classifying the country. So here we can see infant mortality rate, literacy rate and net attendance ratio of some selected states, Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Here just check children, you can conclude that infant mortality rate, in which state the infant mortality rate is low? Kerala. Just check the literacy rate in Kerala. Kerala have high literacy rate comparing with the other two states. Just look the net attendance ratio, that also Kerala is high. Okay, here ma'am will tell what are these three. Okay, now we compared the state, but first we want to know what is infant mortality rate, what is literacy rate and what is the net attendance ratio. So what is infant mortality rate? Infant mortality rate means number of children die before the age of 1 year as a proportion to 1000 live birth. Okay, that is known as infant mortality rate. Number of children, here it is given infant mortality rate, that is indicates the number of children that die before the age of 1 year as a proportion of 1000 live children born in that particular year. Okay, that is known as infant mortality rate. Next one, literacy. What is literacy? Proportion of literate population. Proportion of literate population in the 7 and above age group is known as literacy. Proportion of literate population. Proportion of literate population in the 7 and above age group is known as literacy. Third one, net attendance ratio. Net attendance ratio is the total number of children of age group of 14 to 15 years attending in school as a proportion of total number of children in the same age group, that is known as net attendance ratio. Total number of children of age group 14 to 15 years attending school as a proportion to the total number of children at the same age group, that is known as net attendance ratio. So here besides the per capita income, some other criteria is used, okay, for comparing the state. These three criteria are infant mortality rate, literacy rate and net attendance ratio. Then I told you to compare these three states. To compare this table, you can conclude that here the Kerala's case, per capita income is low in Kerala. Low in Kerala with low per capita income, but we are looking literacy rate and net attendance ratio high in Kerala, and infant mortality rate is less in Kerala. Why infant mortality rate is less in Kerala? That is because of our health development. Okay, health system and educational system is well developed in Kerala. Because of our health development, infant mortality rate is less in Kerala. Okay, so these are the other criteria used for comparing the state. We are going to study about what is the criteria used by Human Development Report for classifying the countries. For classifying the countries, we already studied World Bank used the criteria of per capita income. So World Bank used which criteria, children, for classifying the countries? World Bank used per capita income. Per capita income. In the same way, the World Human Development Report published by UNDP, United Nations Development Program, UNDP, it used three criteria for classifying the country. The first criteria, that is per capita income. Per capita income. Besides this per capita income, they used two other criteria. That one is educational level. Educational level. Second one, health status. Educational level, health status. These are the three criteria used by UNDP for classifying the country. So World Bank used which criteria? World Bank used per capita income. Per capita income for classifying the country. At the same time, UNDP used three criteria: per capita income, educational level and health status. Now we are going to discuss another important table in your textbook, table 1.6. Okay, here given some data regarding India and its neighboring countries as a human development report. Okay, human development report of India and some neighboring countries. Okay, so here it is given Sri Lanka, India, Myanmar, Pakistan, Nepal and Bangladesh. Here you can see children per capita income, life expectancy, literacy rate and human development index rank in the world. What about each country's rank in human development index? So human development HDI, it stands for human development index. Human development index. So in most of the countries as per 2017 data, India's rank out of 188 countries, India's rank is 131. 131 is the rank of India in human development index. Okay, so ma'am told about the human development index that per capita income means, what is per capita income? You know. What is life expectancy means? Average lifespan of a person. Life expectancy at birth denotes, as the name suggests, average expected length of life of a person at the time of birth. That is known as life expectancy, means children average lifespan of a person, that is known as life expectancy. Then per capita income, I already told you that you know how per capita income is getting. If you are checking the life expectancy from that data, given data, can you tell children which country have more per capita income, which country have more life expectancy and which country literacy rate is high? And all together, what about the human development index rank? So you can see that income, gross national income, if we are comparing this all table, if we are comparing, we can conclude that Sri Lanka having high GNI, gross national income, or per capita income is high in Sri Lanka. Okay, now we are going to look about life expectancy. If we are checking the table, we can conclude that Sri Lanka have high life expectancy. Then if we are checking the literacy rate also, we can tell that Sri Lanka is high. The next one, human development index rank. If we are comparing with all other, which state have more human Myanmar with in this table. Actually children, this is 2013's data. Textbook is very old. Anyway, you have to check your own textbook. In that you can conclude that which country in that table is given the human development index is rank is high. So what is HDI indicate? Human development index. Okay, so that much only today we will study. I think today's topic is clear to you. If you have any doubt, ask me. We will meet in the next class.